As we all know, companies work best when they're driven by their data. Though we are at a point now where companies find themselves, overwhelmingly at times, inundated by their data, and without the right tools, getting access to this data is expensive, slow, and at times can feel unattainable. Your company's data is constantly updating, increasing in its size, increasing the number of collection points, and increasing the variety of which is collected. And as such, the traditional methods of pipelining everything into one location, forming a single warehouse to then query from, is no longer a viable data access strategy. With Zetaris, we make it easy for you to get to your data no matter where it is. Cloud, on-prem, streaming source, semi-structured, web API, non-relational or relational database, Zetaris makes all your data accessible in real time, allowing businesses to make those important data-driven decisions. Then, as your data changes, Zetaris is poised to handle these challenges, as we do not have the underlying requirement for your data to be stored in Zetaris to make use of it. As we can see in the Zetaris console, connecting to a data source is done in a matter of seconds. And once connected, we can query the connection alongside all of our other data sources with performance. One of Zetaris' key strengths is not just its ability to easily connect to your data, but its ability to provide a high-performing query engine across multiple sources. As we can see here, we are running a complex join across 3 million row systems in good time through our virtual pipelining tool. Zetaris' ability to connect to data sources in real time and not have to load the data in physically means that we can map and effectively define your enterprise semantic layer, as any data changes can then be easily and quickly accounted for. As Zetaris sits between the data source and the business user and their tools, we are able to shield business users from the ever-disruptive landscape of source systems through a single real-time connection that connects to it all. Our data marts are virtual representations of the raw tables and aggregated tables pipelined in real time that get presented to the end user succinctly and easily through a single set of credentials. If at any stage a table were to get migrated or moved, we can then repoint to the new table and the end user is seemingly unimpacted by critical system changes. The architecture of our platform allows us to elastically scale for analytical workloads to make it the ideal query engine for data scientists and business users alike, as our market-leading query optimizer is designed for complex analytics across multiple different data sources, as you've just seen. Data scientists and business users not only access all their data easily and performantly, but they do so with confidence and security in mind, as the only data that will be returned to them will be contextual to who they are, with our strict data governance encryption measures enforced at a table, column, and row level. We are now a business user who has opted to use Tableau to visualize their analytics, but it could be any toolset that is really JDBC, ODBC, or REST API compliant. Now, Susan, who works in suppliers, enters her Zetaris credentials, and she is shown the same virtual data mart from Zetaris with all the data she could need across her company pertaining to her supplier network. Little does she know, really, that as we just saw before, those 5 tables are coming from 3 different systems that are going through mass migrations and change, and which doesn't affect her. Now, she operates Tableau as you would expect, with data governance enforced to make sure that she is only allowed to access the rows and columns of data that she should be seeing. If Susan were to use this same data set in a tool like Power BI or Python, she would expect a similar experience in terms of performance and data governance. Our virtual ability to point to data to query also makes Zetaris an attractive solution for companies where data sovereignty is a concern. At Zetaris, we want to move away from vendor lock-in by offering an interoperable deployment model that allows companies the opportunity to integrate their existing systems like authentication, authorization, scheduling, and data repositories to make it a relatively simple task of fitting Zetaris into the data access layer. The Zetaris platform can be run in any number of SaaS and on-prem models, where we generally find an approach that best suits the client with a dedicated support team to help out if need be. Zetaris will not only allow your business users to get the data they need when they need it in a comprehensive, performant, and secure manner, but they will aid IT's efforts for navigating source system changes and its ability to provide comprehensive data governance and security measures across all data sources in the business landscape. So, please reach out to us for a chat and to book in a demonstration, and let's get your hands on all your data. Thank you.